Hi everybody, welcome to another video of vintage TV and radio stuff. Well, it is just about that time. Spring's upon us in our neck of the woods here in the USA, and camping, hiking, outdoor stuff is right around the corner. And one of the things that people like to bring with them if they're out camping in the middle of nowhere is a weather radio. And the ones that don't need batteries, the hand cranked or hand turbine radios, are always very popular. I find a lot of those radios at thrift stores because after buying it, sometimes people realize, you know what, I've never used this before, or we don't camp as much as we used to, or when we do camp we have electricity and everything's been fine. I've never used this. I'm just going to toss it or give it to Goodwill. So I've had a lot of these different radios on in the past as far as video profiles, and one brand that came up was Eton, or Eton. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but I did a video for a Totes weather radio a few months ago. You can look that up. I'll put a link on the description of this video if you want to go check that out. It was made by this company. Eton also has the endorsement of the American Red Cross, and they make a lot of radios like this. They make CO detectors. I think there's a bunch of other products that they have made or do make, and a lot of companies, like in this case LL Bean, purchase these radios and put their logo on them. And here's one of the examples. This is a FRX1 hand turbine AM/FM weather radio distributed through LL Bean under the Eton or Eton brand. It features no weather radio. It has the hand turbine power option, LED flashlight. It has the glow-in-the-dark locator, and it has a headphone output. This was purchased at a place called Unique Stores or Savers that are across the country. I think I bought this somewhere in Minnesota last year for $8, obviously. It came in the box, which is always a nice thing. So I'll show you the back of this box and the bottom, then we'll take it out of the box and see how it works and how it sounds. Alright, here on the back you've got just some basic descriptions of the features in both English and French. Gives you a nice example of the turbine look to it, and a few other little descriptions as far as the features of the radio. And on the bottom of the box it's got some basics about where the company's located here in the US, in Palo Alto, California. It was made in China, not surprising there. Alright, so let's get it out of the box and take a look at it. Alright, here we go. It's out of the box. And it does have an instruction book, which comes with it, which is nice. Has all the basics in here, I think probably in English, and also in French as well. And also there's some other thing in here. I don't know what this is. Warranty, probably. All these standard of quality stuff. Yeah, all that good stuff. Anyway, we don't need that. We're just going to wing it. Anyway, here's the front of the radio. Volume control. It has the LL Bean logo, of course, the Eton or Eton logo. You have an outer ring here, which allows you to switch. If I can get my fingers out of the way here. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit too for you, as much as possible. You got your AM, FM, and then WB. I can't read that. Weather band, yeah, weather band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you turn this outer ring here, and you see there's a little control notch there, so you know where you're at, and you just sort of twist it back and forth to different bands, and then you use the inner ring to actually do the tuning. Alright. On the bottom, now we'll do this first. On the bottom there's the headphone jack, and this area for charging with a USB charger. So that's kind of nice. I did that ahead of time. And of course you can also crank it with the ever popular Turbine crank. Nothing more exciting to hear than that noise. So I don't know exactly how many cranks you need to do it or how long you have to do it to get it charged up. I'm sure it says that somewhere in the instruction book. So obviously you want to read that before you operate your radio. All right, let's go ahead and, oh yeah, one more thing too, I should show you this. The antenna. There's a nice little antenna. I'll zoom out a little bit for this. That allows you to, go anywhere, any direction you want to get the best signal. And then there's that light. It's a regular straight 3 LED light. And I don't think it does anything but just go on and off. Yep, okay. So, let's begin with FM. I'll switch that over to FMs and we'll turn the volume on. So you got your very small speaker here. And then I'll just sort of flip around a little bit here. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there is a little bit of a tuning LED light that comes on right here when you get a signal. But it's very, very touchy, very precise. Not a whole lot's coming in here. I'm sure if I played with the antenna, you could.
Mix 96 of Northwood's best mix. What's going on? It's Jerry Dixon. Right now with more music on the way. Stay right there.
So some of the stronger stations come in pretty good, but it's really touchy. So once you get it tuned in the way you want it, don't look at it funny, otherwise it'll go away. Yeah, that is very, very touchy. Okay, so that's not my favorite system here of trying to tune something in. AM, there's nothing here to listen to. Got that one signal that comes in here. And once again, it's really hard to get it pinpointed properly. Alright, well, yeah. So let's check the weather band next. I'll go back to and that just doesn't make a difference when you're playing with the tuner here. It's a set frequency. So that's audible. You can barely hear it. So weather band 1 is functional. Okay. Yeah, I think I had this issue with the other radio that was made by this company as well. It just is really kind of cheap. I don't know. And like I said, the tuner, very touchy. Now this might be better if we're fully charged. I believe it is fully charged from the USB source. Because when you plug it in, I think there's a little indicator light that comes on somewhere, probably right here. The charging icon has a little light that comes on above it. I almost feel like taking this off if I can and putting some WD-40 in there or something, or some, not WD-40, the contact cleaner. And yeah, so maybe this is why someone took it back to the and dropped it off at this unique slash Savers place and donated it. So anyway, this is the Eton model FRX1 hand turbine AM/FM weather radio. They don't make this anymore. The FRX2 is out, but I guess it's not available for sale on the Eton or Eton website either. If you have any questions on this, go ahead and ask them. Comments, of course, plenty of comments. I take those comments. I read them. I don't necessarily reply to them. Sorry. I will be able to do that in a few months, as I will be having much more time on my hands in about 2 months or so. But in any event, like the video if you like it, subscribe to my channel, and we'll have more, I'm not sure how vintage this is, but we'll have some more vintage TV and radio stuff down the road. Thanks for watching.